From inside Tropicana Field here in Tampa Bay, we bring you Friday baseball on the show. It's the Chicago White Sox taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. First pitch coming your way next. And today's starting pitcher, Mason Engler. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Well, they're going with the opener in this one, so this is an interesting look. He's probably only going to pitch an inning, maybe two at the most, and it's going to be unconventional. I think he's going to pitch backwards, more off speed, and then fastballs late.
Okay, all set to go. Kyle Teal steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Ball, that's down.
And we are underway in game one of the series. Close, but called a ball. Ball two.
Well, second pitch of this game and already getting squeezed a little bit. In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Bottom of the zone and a called strike. This one smoked on its way out of here. The first batter of the game leaves the yard, and the White Sox jump out in front. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Well, you got to love a game that brings some action from the jump, and at the plate he was looking for a pitch to absolutely drive. And you know, leadoff hitters aren't up there anymore just working the count, trying to get on. They're looking to make some noise and do some damage.
Tap back to the mound. Fires over to first. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. And so far this year, this has not been a very good offense.
Well, in this day and age, if you can't slug and get on base, that OPS has to be at a certain level. If you're going to produce runs, give your pitchers an opportunity as they're facing tough offenses as well.
Montgomery in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. One out, bases empty, and a run in here in game one of this three-game set. Right through there for a strike. That one to first, and that chance handled. Steps on first for the out.
Batting fourth, left fielder Andrew Benintendi.
Now it's Andrew Benintendi to hit.
That's a strike.
And that one hammered. Fraley getting an angle on it. And he makes the grab. And that is that. But the White Sox get one on a homer. It's now a 1-0 ball game. Back now in Tampa Bay. And on the hill in this one, Noah Schultz. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him. Leading off, Yandy Diaz.
Designated hitter, number 2, Yandy Diaz.
Fastball for a strike. That smash towards center. Acuna has a beat on it, and there's one away. Now a look at Kevin Cash's lineup for the Tampa Bay Rays. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Richie Palacios.
And boom, he's the table setter for this offense. Team leader and on-base percentage. I mean, that just gives your teammates plenty of chances to cash in and bring them around to score. Man, I used to love when I had a guy out in second base or third base. Easy to get those RBIs. Game after game, you know a guy like this, what he's going to provide and the opportunities that other guys are going to get in the lineup.
The lefty, the 1-0. There's a swing and a drive. This one's got a chance. Oh, he can't bring it in. Now around second, going for third.
Well, Boog, center fielders believe they can get to everything hit their way, but obviously that's just not possible. Such a tough play. The fact he got a glove to it is impressive.
One down, runner at third. Jonathan Aranda next to hit for the Rays. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Ball one, no strikes.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Misses with the 2-0, and he's fired 3 straight outside the strike zone. That's a base hit, run scores.
To swing or not to swing? That was the question, and the answer was letting it rip on that 3-0 pitch. It worked out great. It's a base hit, and it scores a run. You can't ask for anything else in that spot.
Tied up here in the early going. And that's in for a strike. 0-2.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Acuna snags it on the run.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
Richie Palacios next to hit for the Rays.
Really strong hitting performance recently. Hits in each of the last 6 games.
That's a ball.
Palacios launched a homer in his most recent game. Right through there for a strike.
Ball, no.
The 2-1. Montgomery. They take the force out, and that'll do it. But the RBI single pushes across a run. All even at 1 apiece. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Tropicana Field, all set for the start of the inning. Jacob Gonzalez steps to the plate for the White Sox. And that one fouled off. Here comes the 0-1. Ripped, but it curls foul. The 0-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Line drive to short and caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
2 outs, base is empty. So up next for Chicago, Miguel Vargas. And first offering is fouled off.
Outside.
Out towards right center field, Palacios moving under it, and that is that. Nothing doing here this half. Now to the bottom of the second. All tied 1-1. Bottom of the inning, and stepping in for the Rays, Ryan Vilade.
Center fielder, Ryan Vilade.
Most hitters are looking for a first pitch fastball. You're not really timed up for a changeup. So if it's well located by the pitcher, he can get strike one.
0-1 now. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
That's a strikeout. Good looking sweeper there.
Batting 7, catcher Nick Cortez.
Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Mydroff takes it in for the out. Out
Batting
number
8,
2.
shortstop Carson Williams.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Carson Williams.
Seems like he's making contact with everything lately. Working on a 5-game hitting streak.
Ha!
Two down, nobody on. Got it. And that will end the inning. Through 2, we're tied 1 apiece. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. Engler making his first start of the year, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2018.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
Kim in plenty of time to first. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd.
Batting 9th, right fielder Austin Hayes.
Ha!
In the dirt, and now it's even 1-1.
Ball, no.
That clips the corner. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Got him looking for the K. That was pretty nasty. Hayes thought that one missed, and here comes a challenge. So the call will stand. Still 1 challenge left for them. Back to the top of the White Sox lineup. Kyle Teal digs in now.
Ha! Ball.
That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
2 down, nobody on. Hit on the ground to the right side, and that's just foul. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Home half of the 3rd coming up. Tied at 1. Welcome back. Last series, the pitching was not good as we take a check of the numbers.
It's been a long while. I got it on pin, a living bank rolling. I'm my own penny. I've been on
feels like the fastball is catching them off guard at times. They've watched several go by for strikes, and they're still not attacking them for some reason.
Next offering is fouled back. Got him swinging.
Well, take a look at the three-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Ground ball left side. Dives and he can't hang on. And he'll just eat it. So that's an infield knock.
Up next for the Rays, third baseman.
One down. Now the third baseman, Junior Caminero. 1 for 1. He tripled in his first trip.
Hurt one.
And a swing and a miss.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. Backed off the plate that time. The 2-2 on the way. Into left center for a base hit. Lead runner makes the turn at second. And they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single.
Up next for the Rays.
Mancini, he hit that ball right on the sweet spot. According to StatCast, the exit velo 110 miles an hour.
Yeah, Boog, I mean, that right there is an absolute missile. And he just put a great swing on it, squared it up perfectly. Those are the ones that feel really good.
Runners at the corners, one away here in the last half of the third. In the air out to center. Tracks it down for the out. Runner tags for home. To the plate. Can't hang on. He's safe. It's 2-1.
That play really shows how important it is to hit the cutoff man. Looked like he tried to throw through and get the runner at home, but it backfired, and it ended up costing them a run. I remember my rookie year overthrowing a cutoff man. Didn't last long before I was pulled aside by a veteran pitcher. He had a talk with me. I don't know if I ever missed a cutoff man again.
Fraley in the box now as he looks at ball one. Second plate appearance of the day for him. The 1-0. Back to the mound. It hit him. Safe at first, and now after the play, we'll check on the lefty status. The comebacker got him down low, and you can really see him favoring the leg. That's his plant leg, which might be a concern, Chris.
Yeah, you hope he's got some feeling in that leg so he can land on it, like you said. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay and try to continue, Boo.
That one finds the zone. Strike one. Palacios with a homer in his last game. Two on, 2 outs.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Lined, and that's a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. Head first slide, safe at the plate. And they take a 2-run lead.
Picks himself up at RBI. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Now it's Ryan Vilade. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Corners are occupied with 2 down. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Movement for the White Sox in their bullpen. Tyler Gilbert, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Fetty also throwing. Battling here as he fouls it away. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. In there. Got him looking for the K. They limit the damage here. But 2 runs for him and they jump ahead. 3 innings complete. Rays 3. And the back now in Tampa Bay. Taking a look at some notable Rookie of the Year candidates this season.
It's just been an impressive outing so far. Continues to pound the zone pitch after pitch. And he's been able to stay down. That's what's been key.
Here's the 0-2. Right side, hard hit. Whips it to first. And 1 gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man.
For the White Sox, shortstop Colson Montgomery.
That's a real nice cutter right there. I mean, this guy can struggle with the inside pitch at times, so I'd say that's pretty effective if you can continue to command it on that side of the plate.
Vilade on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch.
Up next for Chicago, left fielder.
That was a great run to make the catch, Singy. We got to take another look at it with StatCast.
Yeah, he saw it perfectly off the bat. Reactions were excellent. Took a very direct route to the ball, and more than 100 feet later, he ran it down. I just love seeing that.
Benintendi batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1. On the corner for a strike.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
And that is that. So they go quietly there. On now to the bottom of the 4th. Rays 3 and the White Sox 1. Back here in Tampa Bay. And now the catcher for the Rays, Nick Fortes. Inside. Ball 1.
Well, these Rays doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
This one in the air, right field. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. The 2-1. Right through there for a strike. In the air to left center. Benintendi on the move to the gap. 1 down. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Carson Williams.
That one's upstairs, ball 1. And that's in for a strike. Fights it off. He'll see another. One, two now. Sets him down looking. That was pretty nasty.
Well, you could tell he wasn't expecting that ball to break back in on him. He may have been looking for something away, maybe something soft, but that slider on the inside corner absolutely froze it.
Kim in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Two down, nobody on. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Fair ball. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order.
Up next,
now the White Sox manager is out of the dugout and will make a move to the pen. Noah Schultz is done. Just never found his groove, wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on, back in a moment.
Now pitching for the
Tyler
White Sox.
Gilbert gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
Yeah, I like being aggressive right there with 2 outs. It's kind of a classic steal situation. You get thrown out, no big deal. That guy at the plate leads off the next inning. Now, a single to the outfield can push a run across.
Man at second. Swing and a ball driven out to center. That one carrying. Off the batter's eye and gone. A 2-run blast. And they boost their lead.
He's really seeing the ball well lately. Good things are going to happen when you're locked in like this. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Junior Caminero will hit next. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog, light tower power?
That's right. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. No question about this one. It's out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add on. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
There's the strike. That's out to center field, and that's the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working, and this is now a 6-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings.
Third baseman, Jacob Gonzalez.
Hit hard on the ground to the right side. Aranda takes it himself. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next for Chicago, second baseman Chase Mydroff.
That
Ball.
misses. Ball one.
These hitters are going to have to find a way to be a little more patient, see more pitches per at bat. Otherwise, that bullpen's not going to have to work over there, and it's going to be advantage pitching all game long.
2-0. Swing and a ground ball. Slings to first, and the first two set down in the top of the fifth.
Up next for the White Sox, the designated hitter, Miguel Vargas.
2 down, bases empty. Here's the White Sox DH, Miguel Vargas. He's 0 for 1. And a base hit up the middle. And they have their first hit since the first inning.
Up next for Chicago, center fielder Luis Angel Acuna.
Pitch
Ball
misses. Ball one. Vargas, the runner at first with 2 gone. On the ground to the
Foul
left.
ball.
And foul ball. Line drive. This one looks like trouble. Coming home. 1 run across.
Comes through with the RBI.
Up
Put a
next for
really nice
Chicago,
balanced
right
swing
fielder
on it, and
Austin
when you can
Hayes.
rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
So a runner at third, 2 outs. Austin Hayes steps to the plate for the White Sox. In the dirt, but kept close. Runner stays put at third. Two outs and a runner at third. And we're at the top of the fifth. Oh, he
Ball,
doesn't
no.
get the call. Ball 2.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 for the Sox in the inning on this RBI triple. Now a 6-2 ball game. Back here at Tropicana Field, and stepping in for the Rays, Jake Fraley.
Jake Fraley.
Well, these
Outside
Rays
ball.
putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in, so I'd say mission accomplished.
The 1-1. Out towards left center. Benintendi settles underneath it. And there's 1 away.
Obviously, this type of run production isn't exactly sustainable game to game, but it's a good sign that a lot of hard work's been paying off.
Palacios matched a homer in his last game.
Hey.
The 1-2. Popped up to the left into foul ground. And there's 2 down.
Oh, that's what he's looking for with the fastball above the zone. A swing and miss or weak contact.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Tyler Gilbert departs. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for the
New
White
pitcher
Sox.
on now,
Number
Ryan
60,
Hudson.
Ryan Hudson.
And he's had his struggles so far this year, as you can see the inflated ERA. Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
Two outs, base is empty. Ryan Valade next to hit for Rays, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Yeah.
Right down to shoot. That is strike 2.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Stays alive. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. It's the Rays 6 and the White Sox 2. We're back with a look at key moments so far in this one.
Now pitching for the
Here's a new
Rays.
pitcher from the pen, Michael
50.
Grove.
And something to be aware of, the long ball has been a little bit of a problem for him this year. You know, these White Sox, from what we've seen, I think it's fair to wonder if they've been too patient at the plate. Sometimes it's a good thing, but today they're continuing to fall behind in the count, and that's adding a ton of pressure to their offense.
Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. That one lifted to left. Fraley should have this one. One away.
I just think it's time to show a little more fight in these at-bats. Too
next
many
for
times
the
they're
White
letting
Sox,
good pitches
first
go by
baseman,
and then
Munetaka
ending up behind in the
Murakami.
count where it's tough to have much success.
So digging in, Munetaka Murakami. The White Sox down by 4, and we're the top half of the 6th. This one in the air, center field. Valade moving under this one, and a couple of quick outs.
Hey man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent
Up
pace.
next for the White Sox, shortstop Colson Montgomery.
In the air, right field, Palacios under it, and that is that. Nothing doing for the White Sox. They still trail it here. It's 6-2. Back at the ballpark as we take a check of the bullpen so far this season. Splits the plate. It's 0-1.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
Base hit and a good start to the inning.
Up next for the Rays, shortstop Carson Williams.
Activity in the pen for the White Sox. Eric Fetty, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Newcomb getting loose as well. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Base hit around second, on his way to third. The throw in, and they're at the corners with nobody out.
Didn't exactly square that one up, but sometimes you don't have to. Kind of your classic jam shot blooper right there. Made a good pitch on the inside, gotten to hit it off the handle, but he still muscled it out there. You just have to tip your cap on the mound.
And here is Ha-Seong Kim, 1 for 2. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1. The Rays trying to break this one open here in the bottom of the 6th. That one the other way. That's a base hit. Run scores. Yandy Diaz now. He had a big swing back in the 4th, a 2-run homer, and that helped them get the lead.
And what a swing it was, Boog. Poetry in motion. And those are the type that you hardly feel when you connect with the baseball. Just so smooth, a great feeling off the bat.
Shortened the bunt and missed it. 0-1. Bounce to the left side. Montgomery. Off balance speed. There's 1 and 2. What a play.
That was a much needed double play right there. It gives him a really good shot at minimizing any further damage in this inning.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Brian Hudson will depart, and he leaves a runner at third. So we'll see how the next pitcher deals with that when we get back.
Now pitching for the
New
White
pitcher
Sox.
for the White Sox, Sean Newcomb.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Looking to complete the cycle with a double. Outside, and that's ball 1. 2 outs with a runner at third. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Whips it across. Inning over on the ground out. Took just 2 pitches to finish the frame out of the bullpen. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. We're through 6 full. You're watching White Sox baseball on the show, Chicago. Back now in Tampa Bay. We go to the top of the 7th. Andrew Benintendi steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Ball.
Right through there for a strike.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Two. That's towards center. Delayed under this one. Then there's one down.
Up next for Chicago, third baseman, Jacob Gonzalez.
First offering way inside, almost got him. The Rays leading by 5 here in the top half of inning number 7. That one ripped right center field. And this one looks like trouble. Around second now, going for 3. The relay, he's in there.
Up next for the White Sox.
Really nice job to
second
take that
baseman,
inside
Chase
pitch and pull it into the gap. He could have easily spun off of it or just been tied up. He stayed short to the baseball, and he was thinking triple right out of the box.
One down, runner at third. Chase Maidra now at the plate.
Touchdown.
Right through there for a strike. This to third, Caminero. Slinging it to first in time.
Up next for the White Sox, the designated hitter, Miguel Vargas.
In the dirt, no advance, good job behind the dish. And the 1-0. Foul ball. Ball to strike. The pitch. There's a strike.
Nothing but curveballs so far in the at-bat. Kind of makes it difficult as a hitter to know what to look for because you start wondering if he'll keep coming with it or if they'll try to speed you up.
And a 1-2. Now a pop-up on the infield. Kim. And that is that. The White Sox lead 1. They're down 5. It's 7-2. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Eric Fetty.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense. Doing work behind him. They'll have to be in their toes with him on the bump.
There's the strike. And he pumps in a strike.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at-bat.
That's hard hit on the line. Stretches out and hauls it in.
Up next for the Rays, left fielder, Jake Fraley.
In there for strike 1.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Ripped on the ground to second. On to first. 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder, number 1.
And the batter now, Richie Palacios. Right through there for a strike.
No.
That pitch gets the inside corner. And the count 1-2.
Ball 2.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Goes down looking. Nothing doing for Tampa, but they're still on top, 7-2.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Rays,
back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Cam Boozer. He's pitching on 2 days rest.
Leading off for the White Sox, center fielder Luis Angel Acuna.
Just off the inside edge. Swing and a ball popped up. Caminero gets under it. And a quick out, number 1.
Oh, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Fly ball to right. Palacios under it. 2 down.
Up next for the White Sox, catcher
Back to the
Kyle
top of the
Teal.
order. Kyle Teal steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Ball.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. And down on strikes. And that's the 3rd out. It's the Rays 7 and the White Sox 2. Back here at Tropicana Field, their offense has produced a lot of hits so far, as we see from the spray chart.
Yeah, it looks like they've been spreading it out pretty well in this one, Boog. Spraying the ball all over the yard. Good team effort at the dish.
Aye.
And that's down and away. That catches the top part of the zone. That's strike 2. Got him swinging for the K. And he's gone for the 4th time tonight.
For the Rays, catcher Nick Cortez.
Strike 2. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. On the inside corner for called strike 3.
Up next for the Rays, shortstop Carson Williams.
This one in the air, right field. And the inning is over. It's the Rays 7 and the White Sox 2. Back here in Tampa Bay, stepping in, Munetaka Murakami. Swing and a miss as he was late. Got got him swinging for the strikeout. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
One down, base is empty here in the ninth. That one pushed to the left and foul. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Well, they gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
The 1-2. Up the middle into the outfield, base hit. And that's a one-out single.
Up next for Chicago, left
Andrew
fielder,
Benintendi steps up. 0 for 3 with 3 flyouts. That's too low. And that is ball 1. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
No.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Up next for the White Sox, third baseman Jacob Gonzalez.
Ball 1.
That one is absolutely belted, and this one looks like trouble. Montgomery on his horse around third. 1 run is in. Here comes Benintendi around third. He'll score. 2 runs are in. Now a 3-run game, 7-4.
Hey, they're right back in this thing after adding those 2 runs on the board. Really important at bat coming up. Now,
next to hit, Chase Mydroff. Mydroff wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball. And it's going to stay a strike. No challenges left for them now. The Rays trying to close out a 3-run lead here at the top of the ninth. He caught it behind his back. Nicely done for the out.
great showcase of athleticism on the play, especially for a pitcher. Things could have gone sideways in a hurry. Great job of not letting that happen.
And the Rays manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make the move. Cam Boozer won't go any further, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. Now a right-handed arm out of the bullpen, Craig Kimbrell.
Coming on for the save here, and something he couldn't get done in his last appearance. So let's see if he can bounce back and lock this thing up.
Check swing, and he went. Strike one. Squirts away a little bit. Throw comes into third. Not in time. He's safe.
Well, that right there can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball's gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it because you're already in scoring position. Well, he was sure there, and now he's only 90 feet away from scoring.
Just missed.
Pressure mountain right here with the tying run in the on-deck circle. He's got to find the strike zone.
The White Sox down to their final strike. Line drive. And he'll make the catch. Ball game. And the Rays take the series opener here at home.
A win on the last day of the month. You close it out with the W, but you want to carry that momentum into the next game.
Yeah. Back like